So here we have a form check video from my friend Jeff. He's doing a bent press, and the two things that I see first off is his stance is really wide and his feet aren't pointing in the direction I'd like them to go. The second thing is that he moves away from the loaded side leg almost immediately. He does it on both sides. You watch it, you can see it a little bit more clearly here. He gets that elbow behind him, but he immediately loses his structure as he goes there. And then final thought is reaching for the ground. We can clean this up and make it a lot better. So the first thing that I would have him do is when he cleans the weight and gets it in this rack position, feet should be pointed forward and they should be closer together than they are in what he demonstrated. The next thing I'm going to have him do is pivot his feet 45 or so degrees away from the loaded side and then bring this elbow around. And it may help to bring it up. You don't have to, but it may help bring it around so that it's on the hip and it is on that same 45-degree line that the feet are pointed on. The next thing, and then that'll take care of the foot width issue. The next thing is he's shifting his weight to his unloaded side leg almost immediately. What I'm going to have him do is go exactly the opposite of that. We're on this 45-degree angle here, so he's going to hinge off of this front hip, a diagonal hinge, back that away on that same 45, and that gets this loaded side leg underneath the vertical forearm and creates this straight line that goes from the weight to the elbow to the hip to the leg, and will allow you to bend into your bent press position. Don't reach for the ground with that. Reach across and put your hand on this knee. If you need a little bit extra pull that way, or what I like to do is let that arm bunch up, let that elbow fold and let the arm kind of bunch up underneath the shoulder there. But that can be a little tricky, so that is the least important of all these tips. As you fold over, as you bend, the hips flex, or the angle of the hip decreases and the angle of the elbow increases at the same rate until finally you're down at the bottom. As you do that, it's going to very slowly and methodically cause the weight to move from what is my right side to my left side. And we'll wind up with a straight line of skeletal support that goes from hand to shoulder to knee to foot. So we're stacking the bones underneath the weight throughout that entire movement. Once you're in this bottom position here, kind of dip the hips down and stand up. So hopefully that helps.